Virgo seeker. Ha! I missed you guys. I needed to talk to you. And here we are. So, haven't done the Game of Thrones tarot in a while. Why not now, huh? How have you guys been? Happy July? Happy 4th. I'm actually recording this on the 4th. If you're celebrating, whatever. Happy day. How was your June? Welcome to the Existential Shift. What does your month have in store for you? I have great news. Most of you already know. We made it to the finals. We are winners. You guys are awesome. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you're new to my channel, I'm not going to eat your brains out. Wait until the end for a special fun announcement, but I just got to say thank you to my seekers, and this is when we are now going faster and even better, because now the competition begins. July 6th. Just 11 days of rock and roll. And then July 20, just 11 days of rock and roll. And then August 3rd, just 11 days of rock and roll. And then, oh, what do you know? We won. Anyway. If you're in a mood of a winner, watch Taurus that I posted yesterday. That went well. Okay, Virgo. You also showed up with your energy at the Taurus reading. The energy. Not necessarily as a person, although it could be, but Taurus was influenced by your energy in a good way. So, okay. Also just for Virgo. For July, please. Five of Cups and the Empress. I can't help but say what I'm picking up on, which is a current energy. It's not a forecast. I'm tapping into sadness of a mother. At a loss of some sort. I don't know if it's over distance or, God forbid, an actual loss. But, and bear with me if it's not your message, because sometimes I channel and other things come up, so stay tuned. This Empress is experiencing some sort of emotional loss and pain. Empress/mother. But she is an empress, and that's a very important thing to know. She could have come up like any of the queens or anything like that. She came as a very strong empress, and specifically in this deck, the empress is very powerful because I don't know if you've seen Game of Thrones, but it's Daenerys Targaryen, mother of dragons. So if this is you or someone around you, this Empress is very powerful. This is a very strong woman. This is someone who's influential, who's leading, who is important in her community or at her job or wherever her circumstances are. And there's a sense of, wow, sorry, I'm getting it all right now. There's a sense of leaving, grieving behind. Because there's something this Empress needs to do in her life, moving forward, stepping into the future. It's not an easy thing to do, especially if it's a type of grief I feel like I might be tapping into. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. But there's an element of like, okay, we have processed, felt, grieved, and now there's no way but forward. The wind is in the sails, and the ship is sailing. You know what song comes up to my mind? Time to Say Goodbye, but people confuse. It's not Time to Say Goodbye from Lovers. Te partirò su navi per mare. And I don't remember the rest of the lyrics in Italian, but it means, with you I leave, sailing over the sea, like with the ship across the sea. It's leaving the world as we know it behind, and going away, but together as a couple, as lovers, in the song anyway. Maybe some of you are literally sailing, on the water and on a boat, but I feel it to be more symbolic as well, possibly both, but it's more so the symbolism of there's wind in my hair, and I need to listen, and I need to sail. Leaving the grieving behind. I have very it's like heavy emotions. I feel like really heavy on my chest right now. It's like the heart space is almost wants to collapse into itself with the pain that it had to endure, that you're now overcoming and forwarding with or from. And I feel so much power in you, Virgo. Like it's almost like your entire body is on crystals or something. Not like the drug, but like I'm picking up on like a physical sensation of freedom from one's own chains. And no shade on those chains if there were chains of the heart or sadness or loss. We have to go through the grieving process. We have to go through the sadness. We have to go through the processing, the emotion. And again, it doesn't have to be, God forbid, grieving of some sort, although it is coming up. It could be anything else fitted to your narrative, right? Also, this is Cancer season. Cancer is the great mother, right? Daenerys was either a Taurus or a Cancer for sure. Possibly a Virgo, now that I think of it. Or maybe with strong Virgo placements. I don't know. Whatever. Sorry. But it's like this season of ocean and motherhood for the collective is just, I don't want to say forcing you, but really sending you off on the waves. Like it's like, okay, we've done what we had to do on this island. Now there's a big journey ahead. There's a mission ahead. There's a purpose ahead. It's almost like I'm picking up not just not just like a mother for children, but like a mother to a collective. Like again, you might be, or you're dealing with a woman. If you're a man, you're dealing with a woman. And if you are a woman, it could be you that is a mother to all kind of thing. She has the spirit of a mother. She doesn't have to be a mature woman, although she possibly could. It's very, this deck really is affecting me. Like, it's very Joan of Arc kind of energy. Very, I have a mission. I can't stay here. I can't be stagnant. I can't be stuck. I can't be sad. I can't afford being sad anymore. I have a mission. Called. There's also possibly a visit of someone coming to help, someone who is in somewhat of an emotional distress, or maybe there's someone in your life that is maybe a little bit depressed or lonely or going through a hard time, and you want to go visit them and spend some time with them and give them some perspective, or just take them out of the of the loop. Maybe someone is doing that for you. Show me more, please. Nine of Cups. Wow, this deck is speaking to me in a very interesting way. There's also the arrival. It's the journeying and the arrival quite at once, like this month. It's almost like reaching your destination, but that's not the destination, aka the end of the journey, but a destination of where you have something to learn or to develop or to take to the next level when it comes to whatever it is that you're doing. Nine of Cups, Empress. Some of you it's a wish fulfilled. Some of you it's something that you are very passionate about, really wants to do, really excited about. It feels a little bit there's a little bit of a Harry Potter library vibe here, I have to say. It's almost like welcome to the secret garden of the secret library or something like that. Welcome to the secret library, and here are the books. It's like very kind of Keys of Enoch, Aleister Crowley. They're not the same thing. I'm just saying like the type of esoteric wisdom. And it could be symbolic, right? But also like Sefer HaZohar in Kabbalah, like the book of, I forget how you say it in English. I'm also picking up like on Arabian philosophy. Like there's a lot of ancient philosophies here, like a library full of books of ancient philosophy and esoterics and even Taoism. I don't know if you're like opening up to the worlds of the mystique, and you're literally a seeker. It could totally be symbolic. It doesn't have to be. It could be like a library of medical books or anything else that you're learning, or science books, but I'm really picking up like metaphysics, science type of combo, where it's like you're going deeper into the knowledge. Very interesting turn this took. Virgo. I never know what to expect with readings. It's unbelievable. But there's a sense of excitement. It's like, so whatever sadness you've been feeling, it's almost like it just yanks you out of it, because the experience is so exciting and so interesting and exhilarating almost. Yes, I want to know this, and I want to learn that, and I want to experience that. And it's very show me more, please, for Virgo. for July. Death card. Okay, see, I'm a big Game of Thrones fan, and I literally remember the characters, and I can quote. And Arya here, I mean, I can't deal with her. What do we say to the god of death? Not today. Not today. You're going deep into the wisdom. I don't know, some of you might be studying martial arts, or going deeper into the philosophy of the art and not just the physical art of it. And it's also, there's a sense of like protecting this knowledge. You might be a part of an order of some sort, you know, like the Freemasons, like, type of thing. This is such a unique, interesting reading. Yeah, it's almost like you're getting a glimpse into a world that you're really curious about, but there's also either a protector that's like, what, one step at a time. Everything in its due time. But you yourself as well, you feel like you're journeying into something that, you know, like the death card, it's an unknown, but it's so exciting, and it's like you can't really look back. It's like down the rabbit hole I go. It's very Akashic Records vibes. Oh my god, what is happening? There's also a sense of competition. There's someone that they sail through it, right? It's easy for them. They just kind of, it's almost like they've always known this knowledge, and just reading it just kind of triggers it back to their memory, and someone else really needs to kind of work really hard and struggle through it, and they don't understand it's just a different process, but they look at it as like, they look at the other person that it's easy for them, as if it's just a threat or something like that, and it's like, if you're that person, it's not a threat, it's just different way of thinking, different minds, you come from different background, different past lifetime, you contain different knowledge within you, so that person might have had this knowledge already in who knows how many lifetimes, and they've went through what you're going through already, of having to, you know, grind their teeth into working and learning it, so, you know, respect them and learn from them. And it could be the other way around, someone feeling like that about you, but it's just something specific for several of you. But either way, it's like, this is insane. I'm getting like an image of someone sailing through the sea, and there's, you know, those, why am I forgetting names of really obvious things that everybody know? Sorry, I want my necklace to be like, hey. You know those portals in the sea, like Bermuda Triangle? Something like that, where the ship just kind of swallows. So, but you find yourself in like, in the Akashic Records, right? It's like a black hole. It doesn't really, you don't really disappear. It's like a portal to another universe. That's just my theory. This triggers like aspects in me in this reading that it's like, it's so funny. Also major Scorpio vibe here. Scorpio and Taurus are coming up strong. There's change, transformation. There's like no looking back. Some of you are learning magic, studying about the occults. The Moon card, speaking of, this is just confirmation, and it takes me deeper. Some of you are picking up also on like tribal, shamanic, Native American, indigenous type of wisdom, spirit animals, animal totems, all of it. There's like a lot of different topics, so I think maybe you're like, are you like at a wizard school? What's happening? Are you at Hogwarts? Can I go? Already went. Enough. Morgane. Okay. There's some weird ass energies happening on the table, Virgo. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. If you're dabbling with magic, please, please be responsible. Everything you put out there comes back to you 1,000 folds. Now that you know that, you'll be way more cautious with what it is that you do. I just feel like I'm talking to some people who need to hear it. No controlling of other people. Manifestation isn't, I want this person, I'm manifesting this person. They have free will. They are a spirit. Trying to do that is invasive and immoral. Yes, the spiritual, esoteric realm has morals, okay? Similarly to how you would not break into someone's home and steal their stuff or force them to hang out with you, same way energetically. You just have to have stronger responsibility and a stronger sense of self and a moral backbone, because it's so much easier to try to infiltrate energetically than it is physically. So the temptation is bigger, but then the result is also way more powerful. Okay? So you don't want to deal with that karma. Don't try to control people. Just, some of you are going to unsubscribe because I just told you can't try to control someone else with spells. I mean, okay, bye. I'm dealing with existential shifters, not cowardly wackos that try to control other people with, behind closed doors. Sorry, I had to say it. So for those of you who are going in there, be careful of stepping through that very difficult lesson, because many go through that difficult lesson and then it backfires and then you have a lot of karma and a lot of energy to deal with. I don't want that for you, especially not at these very karmic times. Everything you do is being looked at with yeah. But when it comes to manifesting your best life, and being, choosing the universe to live in where you are the winner, right? I want to be in the timeline, out of infinite timelines, where this self and this timeline is this and that and that. Yeah, draw timelines. Let them dance. Find yourself having fun in it. But learn the difference, because the moon here, with all of this energy, it's you're going into the dream realm, you're going into the lucid dreaming, you're going into the Akashic records, whether you know it or not, but the portal opens and you find yourself kind of just sucked into it, and you gotta be smart and you gotta be strong. So, but go for it, totally. It's discovering, you're entering worlds that are very new. Some of you are going through a very confusing time where, because you're learning, you're getting to know yourself anew, and you're discovering how many things within your own psyche you had no clue that was even going on there. It could be a little bit scary. But you're going into it anyway. It's also Da Vinci Code vibes. So much. The Hierophant. Can I trust you with these secrets? And another Taurus energy. Oh my God. Can I trust you with these secrets? Are you worthy? Can I trust you with these secrets? It keeps coming up. I don't know if you're saying it to someone or they're saying it to you. This could be love. This could be dealing with someone very intense, very Mother of Dragons kind of person, / Arya, what do we say to the god of death? Not today kind of person. It's I get it. I get why it can be a little bit, so but someone is saying, can I trust you with these secrets? And maybe they're thinking it, maybe they're feeling it, maybe it's you in regards to someone saying, can I trust them with these secrets? This is exciting. This is something, it's one of those stories you see in the movies. where you think you meet a cute guy, but you discover they're a sorcerer. Or you think you meet a cute girl, but you discover they're like a mother of dragon witch kind of girl. It's really cool. Okay. Sorry. So this is just, it's like Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces. Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces. It's like 6 cards. Those are the cards. Also Cancer, water, a lot of water, a lot of water, a lot of mystique, a lot of secrets, a lot of runes. Runes means secret in Gaelic, and in the end of the extended, I will also pull runes. And the extended will focus on love. Okay, sorry. Okay, show me more. Oh my God, 26 minutes in, and I haven't even spoken to you about being on the cover of Maxim magazine. We need to make that happen. I'll explain everything. Link is below in case you don't want to stay tuned until the end, but you just want to kind of be awesome. Okay. Voting is for free. I'll get back to the reading. Voting is for free. You can do so, and I encourage you and I ask you to do so every day, please. We are in the quarterfinals. Voting starts July 6th and July 16th. And what I'm asking is for you to vote once a day, every day, for 11 days to get us to the semifinals. So, we are now competing with winners from other groups. It's a completely new group that I'm being put in. So it needs to, on the first day, on July 6th, we need to kind of go all in and make sure we have a strong start, and then that we remain strong. If I'm number one, maintain me at number one. If I'm not number one, get me there. Because only one girl from each group forwards to the semifinals, and it will give me an amazing award, amazing prize that will really benefit me on a personal level, and we'll have a photo shoot with Jill Ben Simone. By the way, how do you imagine the cover? Comment on the photo, comment on the video. How do I look like? What is the theme? What am I wearing? Like, just have fun with it. Okay, imagine Maxim Morgane 2020 and just see it. I really want to know what you imagine. And also it will allow me to expand the existential shift further and broader to more people, to come here to this platform, give example to young women who look up to models and actresses and influencers. That is also magical example. And have men who would just look at me through the magazines, maybe come here and also listen to me. Ladies, wouldn't you like that? That would be fun. And yeah, it's super easy. I'm posting 33 videos every month for you guys for almost 3 years now, like 14 for free on YouTube, 19 on Patreon and Vimeo. That does not include Tarot Masterclass, Karmic Shift and Liberation, 2019 Mistress of Magic, all the special projects that I've made. Like, just Tarot Masterclass is 90 videos, just that. It's one big Akashic Records for tarot, speaking of. Anyway, so all I'm asking is one press of a button for 33 days, once a day. 11 days for the quarterfinals, and then 11 days for the semifinals, and then we'll talk about the finals when we get there in August. But then that will also just be 11 days. But let's focus on the now. If the link is below, it's relevant. I would love to see you there. Comment that you voted so I can give you a big shout out and a thank you. I'll post the special thank you Dear Seeker video that I did at the end of this video. And yeah, go Existential Shift. Go X Shift. And go team. I want to give a shout out to Nicole Arbor, who's hosting this, and she's just really super awesome. The theme of the competition this year is be hot, sexy, but be something else too. And we are something else too. That's what I'm there for the existential shift and for the expansion of consciousness. Let's be serious for a second. I do want to expand this movement, and we can do it together. Where I go, we go. Where Morgane goes, the existential shift goes. This is us doing this. This is us winning. This is a practicing manifestation. One act of intent, one simple act of intent every day can create an entire world. And you guys have been doing that for me for the past month or so, and I could not be more grateful. I love you guys, and thank you so very much. It means so much to me, I can't even begin. Anyway, this Hierophant here is like staring at me like, I need to talk to Virgo. Can we get back to the reading? Yes, we can. Show me more for Virgo. For July. Four of Swords. But look at this Four of Swords. Look what's happening there. Candles. And came right under the Death card and the Moon. Are you trying to form a resurrection, Virgo? Okay. Maybe one of you out there is trying to form a resurrection. You do you, boo. I don't know what to say. But some of you, let's be serious for a second. Some of you are, it's not a resurrection as much as you're trying to convey with someone that you lost. And maybe like, lighting candles and having a ceremony. And it's great. It is. If you're doing that. And if you're not, still listen, because it might apply for you for future reference, and it's also knowledge that you might want to know. Please do not use a Ouija board. It's okay. It's very okay to try to see beyond the veil and convey with a loved one, with their energy. I'm the last to preach. I've lost a lot, and I wish I could talk to them, and I get it. I get it. People who preach to you that you shouldn't do that are either extremely insensitive or they've never lost someone and they don't know the pain. So I get it. And I want to tell you, find your way to do so, whatever works for you. But please, 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 do not, warning, 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 warning sign, do not use a Ouija board. Now, I'm going to have some witches out there that like to practice Ouija boards, and then they'll comment and shade or whatever. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just deeply advising you. Because sometimes you don't know the effects of it until many, many years down the line. When you open a door, and that applies to anything, when you open a door, anything can come in. And if you don't know, the problem is when you do to speak to someone you love and you miss, you don't have that clarity, you don't have that objectivity, It's already, even when you have clarity, it's very hard to differentiate through a Ouija board, specifically through a Ouija board, if it's the energy you want to speak to, or if it's something else, if it's a benefic energy or a not benefic energy. So when you're not clear and objective, it makes it even 1,000 times harder. And when you open an energetic portal, you're basically giving permission for something to enter your energetic space. And that is like the number one way of having an energetic leech on your energy for God knows how long. Some people have it for decades and they don't even know, just because once they did a Ouija board and they have no clue that what they allowed in, and it's like, oh mon Dieu. Okay? Lucid dreaming is my personal recommendation. Go to sleep and ask to convey, and do so every night until it works. It's a muscle to practice, okay? I'm picking up on someone that is so sad right now because they really want to talk to someone and they can't, and they don't know how, and there's a little bit of frustration. When it comes to your soul's journey, this is something meant to help you reach beyond the veil. Right? We're not going to open a door to a home we don't want to visit. Because there's a place you want to visit and you yearn and you deeply want to, that leads you to steady, that leads you to the journey. And that's a journey that your soul came here wanting to go through. So even though it hurts on a physical, emotional level, you should know that energetically and spiritually, you are on the mark. and the other side is rooting for you. To convey, not to go there, but to convey. Just practice responsibly. I have to say, and I'm sorry for going morbid, it's just for a few of you. Stay tuned. If it's not specifically for you, it's very specific. There might be around you someone who's feeling ill, who's not feeling well, and you're worried about them. I see Reiki, I see healing, I see a healer of some sort trying to like ease their pain. Depending on your faith, it could be either a priest or a shaman or a high priestess or a Reiki practitioner, right? You know, it's someone that kind of guides the soul through energy and kind of eases the pressure. There's working with the hands and with like chants, sounds I'm picking up on too. Guys, just wait for it. This is a reading for July. Come back here in 2-3 weeks. Bookmark this. Justice. Virgo, you are, I don't know if I should say it. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just, it's my, so I choose what I say and what I don't say on my public channel. On Patreon, I speak more freely, not because it's not a superficial reason. It's a responsibility thing. Like, okay, I won't give the definition. I'll just give the description, but not the definition, because this is my journey to figure out if it's things that I want to talk about or not. You are now serving as okay. I'll give a word that works for everyone. A catalyst. Where you go, things happen. Karma is delivered. Truth is exposed. Drama happens, and it's not you that is initiating or doing it on purpose. You're not the drama queen or drama king. You're not the person that tries to like create a situation or break down things or expose things. It's like, just because you are a walking essence of truth, it's just what Virgo is. Okay, this beautiful quote by Thoreau, rather than love, money, and fame, give me truth. That's you. Yeah, you want all those stuff, but first and foremost, you want truth. And it's an essence. So wherever you go, truth just kind of rise up to the surface. So deceit, lies, layers, all kinds of subtle political correctness between people and hypocrisy and just deeply rooted rot that was covered with, it's just comes out to the open. Now, always blaming the messenger, right? Because you just entered the room and then that just happened, people assume that you created it. There's a big difference between creating something and exposing something. You expose things. I feel like you might find yourself in a situation where you're exposing something, or you've been going through this life journey for a long time, and this is a good explanation for you to understand why. And you trigger yads, you trigger fate and destiny, where you go. Where you walk into a room, people in the room, their fate is triggered. Their destiny is triggered. Their path is triggered. Not everyone can deal, especially with the Virgos that are listening to me. Watch my Virgo for, was it for May? Not a bitch, a witch. You might connect. So know that about yourself. Don't be sad. Your soul chose it. It's a mission. It's something to be proud of. It's difficult to deal with. King of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. There's a sense of responsibility, a burden that is very heavy on you that you have to tend to. And you are. And you're doing so pretty well. But it's exhausting. And you find yourself having to focus on something because it's just what needs to be done. And you're doing it well. It's like we went from completely esoteric and amorphic and shamanic to like 3D responsibility, work, finances. You might have some sort of financial debt that you're clearing that you've been carrying for a really long time. I feel like for some of you it will end by October this year. Some of you by December 2020 / January 2021. All the Capricorn energies that are happening right now are putting a lot of pressure on all of us. But earth signs are very affected by it too, because even more so because, you know, we're siblings to Capricorn, you know, Taurus and Virgo. So anything else before we move on to the animal spirit? This is a long reading. I don't care. Anything else before we move on to the animal spirit for Virgo for July? What else do they need to know? What do Virgo need to know? 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. Yeah, you are bound by a sense of responsibility of some sort, either to family or to finances. It's something that you've been bound to for a very long time, that you can't wait to release yourself from it, but it's like things have to be done a certain way, at a certain time frame, at a certain process. You can't skip the stages. Some of you are like staring at abundance through a veil of some sort where you can reach it, but you can't. So it's there for your grab, but you can't have it for some reason, not until a cycle finalizes itself. Don't people around you are going through things, emotional things. They're going through things. I don't know if it's family, loved ones, whatever. And you need to be hyper focused on, tending to the people you need to tend to, and being there for the people you need to be there, in the sense of responsibility that you have. But simultaneously, don't forget this journey that you're on of major discovery. Like, it's almost like the crossing of the portal already started before you completely managed to finalize some 3D stuff. But you can't rush this. So just be dual with your actions. This here, this there, and try to not let it try to not let one mess up the other. You know, it's a delicate balance. It's a silver lining you gotta walk, and you can do it. There's a sense of family discomfort. Can't really explain exactly what's happening, but it's not backstabbing, betrayal, drama of some sort. It's a discomfort. It's like an itch. Can I trust you with my secrets? It's like, it's terrifying, like staring at me. Hierophant, Justice, and Ten of Pentacles. This is matrimonial things, or maybe this has to do with a spouse, or it doesn't have to, it's just coming up. There's some sort of legalities as well. could be a contract that is binding. Like, when I say a binding contract, it could be marriage for some of you that you feel bound by, but it could be other contracts like business or financial or legal. They need to wait it out, kind of thing. Animal spirit, please, for Virgo, 45 minutes. If you're still here, Seeker, you're the bomb. You're a rock star. I love you guys. Okay, Virgo, July, animal spirit. Guys, the link is below for your extended. It's a double pentagram. We're going to look deeper into your mindset and your person's mindset, your heart space and their heart space, the interaction, what you do, what you feel, all that jazz, and what they, etc., and the progression of the interaction and of the connection throughout July. And then we finish up with love messages from the runes. So you can find it on Patreon, you can find it on Vimeo. On Patreon is for unlimited streaming, where you can watch all your placements for this month and past months, and other goodies for VIP, just for my patrons. There's Karmic Shift and Liberation on tier number 3, which is very important. But you can also find it on Vimeo if you just want a singular. There we go. Vulture. Guys, I have to say, the element of death is coming up a lot in this reading. I don't think I'm predicting anything. I'm pretty sure I'm not predicting anything, to be precise, but it's almost like it's like you're aware of it for some reason. So I'm really hoping you don't have any loved ones on their deathbed. Or maybe it's someone that already passed away, and of course there's the grieving that we saw in the beginning. Now, don't you just love tarot because it's so symbolic? There's something that needs to be completely uprooted out of your life. It's like something that has been festering and for a really long time. And it wants to leave. And you want it to leave, and yet something keeps it glued. And the vulture here is a very cleansing energy. It's actually a very important bird for the ecosystem because it cleans bodies to the bone. Okay, it just takes away the rot. It's a transmutation type of creature. The vulture is the creature of transmutation, where it integrates into it the rot, the death, and the darkness and all that, but it completely releases it as something else, okay? So you gotta let that energy in to take out and uproot whatever this is that needs to be released. The turtle has been coming up in all the readings. It's very much the Empress here. It's the Great Mother, the Great Earth, Gaia, the home, a journey home. Okay. If you want to find your new home, Virgo, or the home, something about your old home, either your childhood home or your current home, take it as it applies, you're still carrying it on your back. And the vulture is around you, wanting to help you, wanting to take it, peel it off you. It's almost like a band-aid. It's like picking up something that just needs to be peeled off or taken out or just released. You gotta let it. Because the devolved energy of the Scorpio, which is the sign of death and rebirth and transformation, is being stuck in the depths. You got to go there with the shadow work, but you can't stay stuck there. It's a process. It's a portal to walk through. It's almost like this vulture is waiting for this turtle to let go of that baggage in order for it to take it, transmute it, and make room for you to enter your new home, your new shell, your new turtle. It's like some of you may have have moved around a lot, or have been traveling a lot, and it's like you're carrying all these places on your back. Carry them in your memoirs, right? But not on your back. Because this Akash Records, this library, this portal of new wisdom that you're entering to, it's supposed, your new home is going to be built around that and with that. It's the matter to your new home, right? To your new life path. But you, you need to come empty hands. You need to come clean to it. Very powerful reading, guys. I will continue this in the extended focusing on love. Thank you for your votes. Link is below. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe and press the bell button to receive notifications and turn on your notifications or you won't get them. Stay true. Stay magic. I love you. I'll see you soon.